Hi everybody and welcome to another By Pen and Paper stream, daily demo edition. You know the gist, I go to Steam, I see what new games or basically new demos come out on this day, and I pick and choose and then I play one of them to show it off. Today we have you seen the yellow sign? I have a running, I don't know, joke, gag, whatever, with Lovecraftian games, where I play a cool ass game, which is, cool for a different reason, like Icy is a cool Metroidvania, Signalis is an amazing, retro Resident Evil like, and so on and so forth. Where I at some point end up getting stuck in a King in Yellow book, or something like that, or some Lovecraftian bullshit. So that thing kind of follows me, even though if I don't want it. And it's not like just because I play Eldritch Horror a lot, like the board game, and then end up pulling again yellow sign things. It's kind of, it happens. I don't really plan it. Especially like when it happened in Icy and Signalis. Like that was kind of like, wow. But not like when I played Dredge, I knew there's gonna be, that kind of stuff. So this time I am actually going for it, or playing basically the King in Yellow. This is developed by We Are Wild, and it is worlds brought to life by H.P. Lovecraft and R.W. Chambers combined in the form of pixel art point-and-click game. As Solomon Hill investigates the mysterious death of your brother and an ancient plot to bring back the lost city of Carcosa and its resident Hashtur, known as the King in Yellow. Like, if I played, what was it, Sucker for Love, I would have also fallen for these kinds of madness and stuff, but that's for another day, I guess. In any case, pixel art point-and-click game, go! Let's see how this goes. So, and what time is gonna happen? We live on a placid island of ignorance, in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. H.P. Lovecraft, Call of Cthulhu. They're releasing some cool books here where I live, like translated into my language, but also covered in art. Like the whole pages are art, and then over it, in certain areas are texts of these legendary stories. And I want to collect them actually because they are beautiful. Doorbell. Doorbell. I wonder who that might be. I guess you should open the door first. Okay, fine. Okay, I cannot move him. Oh boy, the lanky arms. I cannot move him in any way by point and clicking, so that's gonna be standard. Let's get the door first. Postman. Good morning. Good morning, I have a letter for you. I wonder what it is and from who. Unfortunately, there is no sender signature. Here you are. And the sound effects. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I don't have to go anywhere. They say everyone has some dead bodies in the closet. Just don't look in there. Oh, now I wanna look. I didn't expect them to go so out on the music. Like this is very interesting. It is way too bright to turn on the light. Typewriter. My article for the Boston Globe. So far I have only 3 sentences. I have no idea what I'm writing. Empty. We were here when I moved in. I'm afraid to check what you they cover. Really, buddy? Okay, let's see. I don't need to talk. We've got a lot of plugs. What do we have here? Settings, save, settings are... Simple, not too much. Doesn't need to have much. It's point influential game. This is a letter from my brother Samuel. Dear Solomon, it is true that our relations have not been very good in recent years, but I hope that in the light of the tragedy that was the funeral of our parents, we would be able to reconcile. Oh, I think Triesculis to... It's not translated, but that's fine. I must admit that I hoped to meet you at the funeral, and I was very saddened by your absence. Our parents are buried in the family crypt at the city cemetery. If you have time and would like to visit them there, if you don't want to see me, I'll understand. After all, I hope that someday we will be able to talk again. Samuel Hill. Huh. Why is he sending this to me? This letter is only fit for the trash. I wonder if... Didn't want to click. Didn't want to click it. Okay. Combine it with the trash. Yay! Is he trying to make me feel guilty? Whatever, come on. 1 week later. 1:30 later. Doorbell? This hour? Okay. Wait. Okay, he can run. Okay, I can get him to run. Again? Good evening. I guess it's a little late for the postman. Good evening. I've just finished my work, but on my way home I noticed that I still have a letter for you. It's unsigned, just like the last one. Unfortunately, I think I know who's the sender. How long has it been since the last letter? A week? Apparently that person missed you. Yeah, for sure. Just give me that letter already. You're welcome, and have a good night. Thank you. Goodbye. Also, this motherfucker has electricity for his lamp, his phone, and his other lamp, but he uses candles that are burning very, vigorously. Please. Let's read it again. Another letter from Samuel. Looks like he's doing just fine without my help. Dear Solomon, sorry for writing to you again despite no response to my previous letter. For me, after so many years, a week, years of silence, it is also a new situation. I have moved into our family home for a while and intend to finish some matters that our father didn't manage to close during his lifetime. When I tried to organize Father's study after the funeral, I managed to find an unfinished play. Oh fuck. I thought that staging it in the city theater would be a wonderful farewell. Therefore, I would like to invite you to the premiere of this play, for which we... Don't just fucking make plays after unfinished work. That is creepy. Anyway, I killed the music with a sneeze. Somebody's mentioning it. I would like to invite you to a premiere of this play, for which we as a family are the main sponsors. You will find a ticket in the envelope. Samuel Hill. Why is he sending this to me? This letter is only fit for the trash. Invitation to the Strad Theatre for the premiere of the play The King in Yellow by Cornelius Hill. So before his death, Father wrote something that can at least theoretically be considered a work of art. I have to throw this away along with the letter, or else I might break down someday and actually go see this performance. The most terrifying puzzles of point-and-click games, tossing things into trash. So many years have passed, I don't even remember how our conflict started. I don't want to meet him. Not yet. Really? If you forgot, why did you fucking don't want to meet him? Well, life goes on. A month later. A year later. One eternity later. Okay, it's next day. It's gonna be like a letter. I'm sorry, we were spamming you with this shit. Also, the game is... I didn't mention. It's to be announced. It's still not done. Just like the play. Who's brought here again? People, leave me the fuck alone! Wait, did he work on something? Yesterday's letter from Samuel destroyed what was left of my peace. Since yesterday, I haven't been able to concentrate on work. Oh, like you do concentrate on your work for something. God damn it, alright, alright. Of course it's you again. Oh, good morning. Nice to see you again, Mr. Hill. Please don't tell me this is another unsigned letter. I'm sorry. I hope nothing happened. You don't get letters very often, and certainly not every day. Yes, yes, thank you for your insightful assessment of my social life. You guys are kind of a dick. 171. Speech. Goodbye. What? I wonder what was important enough to write day after day. Solomon, the mess left by our father is much more than just a pile of papers and trash he brought back from his expeditions. I can't write more. I need you. I can't write more? Is this some kind of trick to forcefully bring me home? Or does father really have something to hide that Samuel is afraid to write about? I really don't want to. But I guess I have no choice. I feel some strange tension in this letter, and the handwriting clearly indicates that Sam was deeply disturbed by something. I'll just take this invitation to the play. I don't want to make my brother feel bad when he asks me about it, and I'll be forced to say it ended up in the trash. I'll take this invitation. Okay. I've got it. Now as quickly as possible to the train station. To the train station. Okay, let me. I don't want me to look in the closet. Okay. Sound work is a bit weird. Just suddenly from left and right. Look at the nice scenery. We don't even know where we are. Are we in England, America, somewhere? I've had a bad feeling. Samuel wouldn't have sent this letter right after the previous one if it wasn't serious. On the other hand, who knows what was going through his mind? After all, I don't even know him anymore. The last time we saw each other was probably 12 years ago, when we were both still teenagers. Really? We're like barely 30? Something. Samuel was always more rational and grounded. My older brother has only lived a few minutes longer than me, but he has always behaved as if we were at least a generation apart. What, are you twins actually? Or maybe I was always too immature. If only we were more alike, not just physically, but in the terms of character. This return wouldn't be so difficult. Oh, so yeah, you are. Maybe then I would never have left for Boston, never have run away. Maybe I wouldn't have run away then. A good day. Have you seen the yellow sign? Just coming right out. Fuck you guys. Have you seen the yellow sign? Excuse me. What did you say? I'd like to check your ticket. No. Before that. What did you say earlier? Something about the sign. I think you misheard me. I asked if you have your ticket for inspection. Impossible. I'm a bit tired. Here's my ticket. This is the train ticket route from Boston to Covington. Okay, it's one way, so we know exactly. Well, this is supposed to follow the King in Yellow story that H.P. Lovecraft wrote, so I haven't read it, sadly. I've just experienced it in many games. So this is for anybody who, read the book probably on point. I'm not sure. Honestly, I can't wait for that to be printed in that arted out book, so I can get it and probably read it for the first time. Anyway, okay, everything seems to be in order. Speech. Thank you and have a safe journey. But is that unless that's important, like speech, like he's reading off from a play, and this is all a play basically. The only other understanding of that I can see is that the programming kind of bugged out and it's picking up lines of code instead of and parts of the code instead of just what it's supposed to type out. It's not that big of a deal, but strange, very strange. Indeed, indubitably. Have you seen the yellow sun? Well, apparently I have a lot. Honestly, the music is great. I'm blown away by how much they've decided to invest in it. In these games, I usually say it would benefit from voice acting, like all of point-and-click games where you don't have shooting mechanics or action and stuff like that. But it's just basic point-and-click games. They would benefit from voice acting, but I'm not gonna bug this. This is like an indie pixel art point-and-click game, so it's fine. This is like an reminiscent of the old Sierra games or Monkey Islands and stuff like that. Run, motherfucker, run! Okay, there's nothing outside. Let's just go in. And that's kind of like... The door is open. Samuel is definitely inside, but why didn't he leave the door wide open? Because he's dead. Murder fight. Samuel! Samuel! It's me, Solomon! Solomon and Samuel, these twins. Silence. Strange. It's impossible that Samuel left the door open. Not to mention the lights on in the whole house. I have a bad feeling. I need to search this place. Also, again, you have like little lamps, but a chandelier and candles. Like, decide, choose one or the other. Not like just creepy candles and the other thing. Oh, I don't want to go up. I want to go back here and check the closet first. I don't have time for dress up now. Right coat. Black coat. Maybe I shouldn't be rummaging through his pockets, but I need to find out what's going on. Rummage. Please do. Ha! I found something. Bowler hat. Is this Samuel's hat? Either his taste has changed a lot over the years, or my brother has guessed. Probably guessed. What did you find? A red key. Ooh, we're going to do... If the Doom music kicks in, I'm bailing this game. The Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog. I remember this painting completely differently. It always seemed to me that some otherworldly beings were emerging from the fog. Creepy. Colonel Cornelius Hill. Researcher, treasure hunter, philanthropist, husband. And at the very end, father. My father. How vain must one be to hang their own portrait at the entrance to the house? Well, I mean, not vain, so people who come in can know who the man of the house is. Frenzy of Exaltations. My father brought this painting from Europe before I was born. Closed chest. Speech. The chest is locked. I need to find the key. Yeah, like I think the programming, the code is picking up speeches like, oh, he's supposed to say that, and the thing is chest is locked. I need to find the key. Like, it would have been kind of meta if it's like reading from a play, and then like, he reads all the lines, like speech, say this, and he actually says, say this, blah 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 blah. It would be kind of weird, kind of cool, but can I unlock it? I need to find a key. I have a key. Isn't this a key? I cannot right click or anything, so it's just left click everything. Oh, did I unlock this? Oh, that's a dungeon. Let's go back to the foyer. Oh, it says basement. You can notice. The library. Let's start checking out each room. Yeah, as I said, it would be kind of like a meta thing, but I believe this is just a bug in the game. Saturn Devouring His Son by Francesco Goya. Whenever I see this painting, I feel it perfectly captures the nature of my relationship with my father. Wow. Our childhood photos, for some reason, Samuel and I are rarely together in them. It must have been difficult to see both of us at once in one place. Or you are the same person. You're not twins, you're actually the same. Another in the series of Saturn devouring his son, this time by Rubens. I'm sure my father was just aware how well this story correlates with our family, and I think he liked it. Yeah, he's just the dual personality. Old volume. This looks like a very old, dusty book. It probably deals with astronomy, and we are just gonna get it because it looks completely out of place there. The creation of the world, according to William Blake. Interestingly, the world is not created by God on the canvas, but by the demon Odyssey. This dark version must have strongly resonated with the mythology in which my father believed. To this day, I remember how my mother taught Samuel and me to play the piano. Those were beautiful and peaceful moments. I haven't touched the piano in about 12 years. Well, you can still play it decently. Strange cube. This complex puzzle my father brought long ago from Europe, apparently its creator Philip Le Manchad was cursed when it turned out that the puzzle he created could open the gates to another world. Really? Just a Rubik's puzzle? The globe-shaped alcohol cabinet among my father's friends, it was a very popular element of the living room decor at the time. Unfortunately, it is locked. Apparently can. This is one of the father's versions of The Nightmare by Fuseli. I enjoyed the play on words in this painting. The nightmare here is both demon tormenting the sleeping woman and the mare, horse, haunting the room. Alright, we got the book. Oh. Okay, so it is an astronomy book with random things that we're gonna need later on. I don't know how long this demo is gonna be, so just check out stuff. Stairs. Where does this lead? Shiny item. Something shiny fell into the mouse hole. I can't put my hand in there to get it out. Okay, how do I go back down? Study, bedroom, bathroom. So just go to the left. Oh, okay. Library. It just plumps me in the middle of the room. Oh boy. Contemporary philosophy. Most of the books on this shelf are works of Schopenhauer and Nietzsche. Father always had been some kind of nihilistic type. Ancient philosophy. On the shelf, Father gathered works of his favorite ancient philosophers, Plato, Aristotle, Marcus Aurelius. I gotta check all the fucking psychological examinations. There are a lot of books here on topics such phrenology and criminology. There are even a manual on creating descriptions and identifying criminals by Alphonse Virulai. Father collected numerous reprints of lectures by Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung here. Jesus, all the big names. Romanticism. No fantasy books, no porn. Father always liked romantic paintings, as evidenced by the artworks hung all over the house. Maybe it's because of that fleeting atmosphere on the borderline of primal horror and mystery. Damn. Albums made on ancient art, mainly Egypt and Arabian Peninsula. Many of the photos in these books were taken directly by my father or his associates. Let me not to the marriage of true minds. I admit impotence, love is not love which alters when it alters finds. Or bends to remove, oh no, it is ever waxed mark. Am I reading The King in Yellow at this point? The star, blah blah blah, verse unknown, taken love's time. It's weird. In this spending, okay. So I'm not gonna click on this again because damn. Poems by E.A. Poe. By a route obscure and lonely, haunted by ill angels only, where an idol named Night, blood-thrown reigns upright. I have reached these lands, but merely from an ultimate dim tool. Out of space, out of time. Oh, but I don't have time to read further. Yeah. Might have given me some insights. This photo is from one of my father's expeditions to the Sahara. I think that's when he met his later partner. What was his name? Spencer Black. I think that's the big guy on the right. He looks like a pharaoh himself. Ooh. He is from one of the cults. Horror literature, okay. Some interesting horror literature. Works by E.A. Poe, Pierce, and Blackwood. Various volumes of fiction literature. History of Arabian Peninsula. Father was never directly involved in the archaeological work in Tigris and Euphrates Valley, but he didn't hide his great fascination with Sumerian culture and history. Books on ancient history, mainly about Egypt and Mesopotamia. A volume with a yellow cover doesn't fit in this section. Let's get the yellow book. A yellow book titled On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres. Yep, that's it. Probably shouldn't be in this section. Belongs among the astronomy books. Oh fuck, I didn't click it. It won't budge, but I think it triggered some kind of mechanism. No shit, Sherlock. We're gonna go there in a second. Ancient astronomy. Ancient texts and contemporary studies on Arab, Egyptian, Greek, and Chinese astronomical discoveries. History of ancient Egypt. Where are you going? Books on ancient history mainly about the... Oh, okay, it's the same as something I had. Modern astrology. Astronomy textbooks and star maps from the 19th century and 20th centuries. Oh, I think it's picking up the bookcase that just slid behind this bookcase. And its pages. Or like interactables, which is weird. Also, is there a button to... I'm checking the normal buttons. But there is no button to reveal all the interactables. That should be an option. Like there are no controls here to set, but that should be an option to reveal all the interactables. Because there is, since you're going with the same art style, with the things you can click and interact, and the background, which sometimes is different in some of these games, you can't know what you can interact and click and, you know, combine with. So either allow a player to click a button and show all interactables, or make it more distinct. Like for the book, when I picked it up, yes, it was distinct because it was so huge and out of place. But for other things, it might not be, and that's just a good, you know, good quality of life design for point-and-click games. Books in Arabic. On this shelf, Father collected books in Arabic, and additionally, there are several dictionaries here. Also, yeah, do add like the how to play or controls options. You know, for experienced players, they're gonna figure it out. But like, I don't know what the button is for revealing all interactables, if there is already one. So that would help even somebody who is experienced as myself. But for like new players, they also need to know like, oh, just use left click. Just use left click and that's for everything, or you know, and scroll up for inventory. Again, it's something that I know from my experiences in point-and-click games, that they can just, you know, scroll up and find inventory. It doesn't need a tutorial, just needs like a infographic of like just one page that, you know, has all the information on. Books in unknown language, a collection of various printed volumes and manuscripts in languages I can't identify. Even if some texts are written using the Latin alphabet, they look like a jumble of random letters that my tongue can't form sounds. Yeah. Oh, a mummy exhibit. Hidden behind a bookshelf. Totally normal. Black sarcophagus. Oh, this is definitely for that pharaoh. I forgot his name. Neferka? Yeah, I think it's Neferka. This thing. A sarcophagus made of black granite, the hardest stone known to the Egyptians. Due to difficulties in working with it, granite sarcophagi were not highly detailed. This specimen has unusual tentacle motifs at its base, atypical for the iconography of the Nile Delta. Could it be an example of some foreign culture's influence on Egypt art? Yep. This large head most likely comes from some monument of what? Most of the depictions of this pharaoh were destroyed shortly after his death. out of revenge for his attempts to change Egyptian religion. I don't need this white feather anymore. What? What was that about white feather? Okay, there's nothing there. There's a few mummies just guarding the door. Anubis! Damn it. This scene likely depicts the judgment of Osiris. Anubis was the one who brought the deceased soul to judgment. He's missing an arm. This is probably Ammit, the monster known as the devourer of the dead and destroyer of sinful souls. It sits crouched next to the scales during the judgment of Osiris. Thoth. This scene likely depicts the judgment of Osiris. Thoth holds the scales on which the heart of the deceased was weighed. One of the scales, the heart is already waiting for the final judgment, but something is missing in the other. It's missing a feather. They use a feather to weigh it, as in like, is your soul lighter than a feather if it's like innocent or something like that. This black feather, also known as the Feather of Truth, was a symbol of the goddess Ma'at. If the feather outweighed the heart during weighing, Osiris would lead the dead to paradise. Was it like that, or was it the other way around? Oh, the Necronomicon is just like fucking laying there. Sure, fuck it, why not? Yeah, he knows all about it. It's just chilling there on the fucking sofa. Yeah, no shit, Necronomicon, why the fuck not? God damn it. This is some kind of flea market copy of the legendary Necronomicon. Oh wow, I can't believe someone like my father would fall for a cheap fake of a non-existent book. There is something marked inside it, absolutely isn't faked. Brown book. This strange, dusty book is written in a language I can't recognize. A bookmark indicates a place where the page was torn out. Something wins, something this. Okay, there's a phone, there's that. This is a Lamassu, a celestial guardian common in Mesopotamian art, originating from Sumerian culture. But what is it doing down here? When father dedicated his life to studying Egyptian culture in the Sahara regions. Connections. Yeah, so I don't know what I can all interact here, or like it would be confusing because I know I can interact with Thoth, to interact with skills, even though they are differently, colored, main, all that. So just give an option to see all the interactables on the screen. Just reveal them. Again, this might be an early version of the game, but I still want to give as much advice as I can. Okay. So I can't get that. In Arcadia Ego by Nicholas Poussin translates into I too am in Arcadia, which can serve as a memento mori, as even in the land of happiness death lurks. However, if we rearrange the letters, we get I Tego Arcana Dei, meaning I guard the divine secrets. Interesting. Oh, ladder. The ladder is too high. I need something to lower it. I don't have any. Ah, damn it! Don't go down! Don't go down! Damn it! Never mind. Let's go back up. I don't have a hook or anything like that. I could play this much faster. I'm just enjoying everything that's written here. I want to see what they did. Arnold Böcklin painted several slightly different versions of the Isle of the Dead during his life. One of the remaining versions hangs on the other side of the corridor. Let's check the door. It's just a door. Locked tight. There isn't even a door now. Yep, I see that. I didn't see what this room was. Old photos. Old photos of my parents from before Father's Sahara expeditions. They look happy. This candle holder looks damaged. I need to do something before it falls off. And trigger that. Candle holder open a hidden passage in the wall. Fucking course. Bottle of helium wine. Okay, let's get something to drink. We're gonna need it after all of this. Okay, so there's nothing else. Secret passage. Wow, secret passage. So not obvious. Oh, it's I'm walking behind the wall. Signet ring. It's father's signet ring, which you saw in the mouse hole. Okay. We haven't discovered this secret door entrance, I guess. Lever. Interesting. Holes in the wall. Ah. Through the holes in the wall, I can see the interior of father's study. Opposite, there is a painting. Well, I know what that means. It's Saint Sebastian by Guido Reni. A young man tied to a tree and pierced with arrows. Let's see. So it was like this. It was... No, this. Oh no, it's up actually. It's like this. Ah, now I have unlocked secret passageway. Another secret passage. Of course. Let's see what's on the out here. Nothing. Okay, we'll come back here. I mean, I might end up in the library or somewhere. Okay, is this? I don't think that's the area where I could have ended up. Let's see. I'm progressing even though I want to just explore. So the next room... Yeah, that's where we got the ring. The study. Is the study locked? Ah, father's office seems to be locked off from the inside. I see some lights through the keyhole. I need to find another way inside. That's why we need to do the puzzle. Okay, let's just go into the bathroom. Check if there's anything we can pick up. We got something from sink. The water cannot be turned on. Okay, that's the same. No water anywhere. Weird. Cabinet. Locked. Fortunately, it seems empty anyway. Ah, sadness. We just flushed whatever water was left. Okay, nothing. Not even the... I expect the mirrors are gonna show something in the future when we start, you know, mutating and getting tentacles. This is fine for now. Like, the puzzles are simple enough. And, you know, hints are where they need to be, you know, on point. Okay, let's see my father's creepy study. Oh, his father's creepy study. Glass case. The display case contains some ancient figurine. Maybe I can remove this glass. Oh, just go with it. Eat the statue. Oh, just eat the statue, okay? The bear is totally not gonna eat this. This terrifying beast is the result of father's obsessions with hunting. In the old days, it was a great guardian, effectively discouraging me from snooping around here in father's absence. To be honest, I still feel weird standing here alone with this bear. The display case is empty. It looks like it was opened quite recently. There are still fingerprints visible in the dust. This painting, it's probably more popular or well known, but it looks like it's showing me the middle finger when it's pixelated like this. This is a beautifully crafted copy of John Baptiste by Leonardo da Vinci, a beautiful and mysterious painting. What does he have on his finger? Unusual detail. I don't recall John Baptiste having a ring on his finger in the original. Looks like exactly like the father's signature. I mean, I don't know if I can just plug it onto the painting. Does he have anything to say about this? No, nothing. Maybe. Oh, a drawer. There was a white glue squeal in the drawer. Oh, nice. I know where to use that.
Suspense. With Ronald Colman, a star of the Dunwich Horror, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed by William Spears. Come in, Dunwich, Massachusetts. Come in, Dunwich.
Good evening. This is Henry Armitage. I'm speaking to you. Dr. Rice, please close the window. I'm speaking to you from my laboratory on the slopes of Sentinel Hill near Dunwich, Massachusetts. Present with me is Dr. Warren Rice, my distinguished colleague from Miskatonic University. We are now about 100 yards from the summit of the hill, which is crowned by a huge table-like stone set in the center of a circle of stone pillars, a place of prehistoric worship. A moment ago, you may have heard the dogs of Dunwich Township barking, as we have heard them for 3 days and 3 nights. Dr. Rice and I know the horror which their barking portends, but the purpose of this broadcast is to make this unbelievable horror believable to you. I hope for your sakes and ours we are successful tonight. It is the eve of All Hallows. Tomorrow will be too late. Our time tonight is very short, so I'll speak only of those more recent events which, believe me, may culminate at any moment in a climax too frightful to wholly contemplate. I will begin with the birth of Wilbur Whately. It was the night of February the 2nd, 1921, Candlemas. Toward dawn, when Lavinia Whately, a deformed albino woman about 35 years old, gave birth to her dark, goatish-looking son in the crumbling Whately farmhouse northeast of the village. No one attended her. No doctor or midwife. No one was with her, except her aged, half-insane father, who was known as Wizard Whately. So Wilbur came into this world under heaven knows what incantations, what appeals to what power. A week later, Wizard Whately drove his sleigh into Dunwich Village and reported the event to a group of loungers in Osborne's general store.
Hey, your grandson got yellow hair like Lavinia, Wizard?
No, kid's after his father more. He's dark.
You never spoke of who his father might be now, did you?
Oh, you'll know his father when the time comes. Oh, Lavinia's read and seen some things the most of you only talk about. Calculate her husband's as good as you can find this side of Aylesbury.
Well, we don't be nosy, Wizard.
Maybe it wanted no church that none of you heard of. But you wouldn't ask no better church wedding than Lavinia's.
Why, I didn't hear tell of no wedding, Wizard. When was that?
Oh, not a wedding you'd hear of, Corey. Not a husband you'd hear of, neither. But let me tell you something. Someday you folks will hear a child of Lavinia's calling its father's name on top of Sentinel Hill.
Prophecy? Or idle boasting by an insane old man? Oh, I know I ask a great deal when I ask you to believe that the arrival of an infant into that house of dire poverty and squalor could possibly constitute a horror and a threat to all our known world. Yet it has an earthly history. Perhaps through this history, you will be able to give it credence. Wilbur Whately's growth was uncanny. But even if he had been an average child, he would have become, in time, an unnatural being, for he was surrounded from the first by the most malign influences. There was his grandfather, old Whately, Wizard Whately, who each Halloween climbed Sentinel Hill to the great circle of stone, and while the hills shook, stood holding a great book open on his arms and shrieked into the wind. Shrieked.
Lord, stop us! Lord, stop us! Lord, stop us!
Damn.
Yog Sothoth. That dreadful name, first mentioned in the hideous forbidden book, the Necronomicon. And this Wizard Whately was Wilbur's teacher.
Oh my god.
The villagers began to notice curious things that were going on at the Whately farmhouse. Soon after Wilbur was born, old Whately began to remodel the house. The abandoned upper story was restored, and all the windows were tightly boarded up. And then, Wizard began to buy cattle in large numbers, both horses and cows. Yet the livestock on the farm didn't seem to increase. Young Lem Brown was one day curious enough to creep close to the house to count the Whately herd.
Dr. Armitage, there warn't more than 12 cows, and them thick. Looked like they had the blight and funny wounds on them, like cuts. I heard something, too, in the top part of Wizard's house. Something like water slapping inside, only big like a sea.
One other person went to the Whately farm in the years before I met Wilbur, Dr. Ken Houghton of Aylesbury, who was called by Wilbur himself, who said that his grandfather was dying. Dr. Houghton found the old man in a bedroom on the ground floor, and Wilbur with him. While outside the window, a legion of whippoorwills cried loudly and rhythmically, endlessly. Wilbur spoke about the sound.
Listen, they whistle in time with his breathing now. They're ready. Listen, Doctor. They know his soul's going out. They're waiting.
Yes, Wilbur, that's an interesting superstition. Late in the year for them, too.
And when he goes, if they catch him, they'll keep laughing till break of day. If they don't catch him, they'll quiet down.
You mean you believe that... Just a minute. I think he's conscious.
Yes, the birds changed when his breathing changed. Like I say.
Willie!
I'm here.
More space, Willie. Remember, more space soon.
Yes, I'll build it.
You grows, but that grows faster. It'll be ready to serve you soon, Willie.
I know.
But remember, when it's time, you open up the gates to Yog Sothoth with the long chant, the one on page 7 and 51 of the book. But mind you, feed it enough, because if it gets out before you opens to Yog Sothoth, it's all over. It's no use.
He's going now. He's dead, Wilbur.
Listen. The birds, they didn't get him. Yes, he's free. He's gone.
It was the winter following Wizard Whately's death that I first met Wilbur. He came in person to the library at Miskatonic University to consult a copy of the hideous Necronomicon, which was kept there in its Latin version, as printed in Spain in the 17th century. I tell you, when he came into my office, I was appalled at his appearance. 8 feet tall, shabby, dirty, bearded. But I was even more appalled by his voice when he spoke to me.
I wrote you a letter a month past, Doctor. I wanted a loan of the book.
Well, that's a book that's never loaned from this library. I doubt if it is from any library.
Well, I have to see it then.
Oh, very well. It's kept right here. As you know, there are only 3 copies of this book in existence. That's why we're careful. Here, you can look at it on this table.
Wizard said it would be on page 751.
What? What is it you're looking for?
The formula, the long chant, the one that opens the gate to Yog Sothoth.
I felt a wave of fright as tangible as a draft from the tomb. He seemed somehow like the spawn of another dimension, like something only partly of mankind, linked to black gulfs beyond all spheres of force and matter, space and time. And presently he raised his head and spoke again.
It's here, all right. But I'll have to have a copy.
That paragraph there? I don't
Do
know.
you know Latin, Doctor?
Yes, certainly.
Then read it, Doctor. Let's hear how you make it out.
All right, that shouldn't be difficult. Let's see. Nor is it to be thought that man is the oldest or the last of Earth's masters. The old ones were, and the old ones shall be. Not in the spaces that we know, but between them. But only Yog-Sothoth knows the gate. Yog-Sothoth is the gate to where the old ones broke through of old. Their hands are at your throats, yet ye see them not.
Dr. Armitage, you see, I reckon I've got to take that book home. There's things in it I've got to try, and you can't hold me up.
No, I'm sorry.
I tell you, Doctor, I'll have the book sooner or later, no matter what. You see, that's waiting for me at home won't wait much longer.
It was a week later that I was awakened suddenly by the fierce yelping of the great watchdog on the campus, followed by a sound from a wholly different throat, a scream. And I knew instantly that Wilbur had come back for the Necronomicon. I hastened into my clothes and rushed across to the library where a crowd had gathered before the smashed window of my office. Inside, there was a fearful groaning and growling, and some instinct warned me that what was taking place there was not for unfortified eyes to see. I brushed back the crowd, motioning only to Professor Rice to come in with me. When we opened the study door, Professor Rice screamed.
No, Dr. Armitage, no, I
Come,
can't.
come, close the door. We can't let them see. He's alive, but Lord, what a job that dog's done. Torn him to bits. Oh, it's a horrible sound, that moaning. You suppose we ought to call a doctor?
A doctor? A doctor for that? No doctor in the world would know what to do for that. Look, Armitage, it's not human, nor animal. Where did it come from? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what it is?
No, I couldn't tell what Wilbur Whately was. A thing that lay half bent on its side in a pool of greenish-yellow stickiness was 9 feet tall. And the dogs had torn off all the clothing and some of the skin. It was partly human, beyond a doubt, with very man-like hands and head, but the torso and lower parts of the body were fabulous. Its chest had the leathery hide of a crocodile or alligator. But below the waistline, the skin was covered with coarse black fur. And from the abdomen, long greenish-gray tentacles. The limbs terminated in ridgy-veined pads that were neither hooves nor claws. And as Dr. Rice and I stood staring at this presence, the whippoorwills began to cry in unison outside the study window. And then the thing on the floor roused and mumbled.
Armitage, in heaven's name.
Listen. The whippoorwills. Listen. He's dead now. Look, Rice. Look what's happening.
He's disintegrating.
Of course. Fast, too. Fading away. As he isn't made of matter as we know it on Earth. I guess he took after his father, so there'll be nothing left.
His father? What was his father?
Oh, I daren't think. I thought then that what came into our world with Wilbur Whately left with him. I forgot what he himself had told me of it, which was waiting in the sealed house Wizard Whately had built, where the cattle were driven to disappear. But Wilbur Whately left a diary, written in a strange alphabet resembling Sanskrit, and I worked off and on for weeks to decipher it. And finally, I read the following passage written by Wilbur when he was no more than 8 years old.
That upstairs is more ahead of me than I had thought it would be, and is not like to have much earth brain. I can see it a little when I make the sign or blow the powder of Ivangatse at it. And it is like them I see Halloween on the hill. I wonder how I shall look when the earth is cleared and there are no earth beings. Maybe like that upstairs looks, which has no body, even fed with all the blood.
Toward morning, in a cold sweat of terror, I called Dr. Rice to my house and told him we have to destroy what's in that farmhouse.
Why can't we just leave the thing locked up there? The house is boarded tight.
Yes, but you think boards will hold it? Don't you realize, man, it hasn't been fed? It hasn't had blood since the 18th of September, when Wilbur Whately came here to die. We left for Dunwich that night, and we've been here on Sentinel Hill ever since, working desperately to discover the formula in time. But a week ago tonight, shortly after dawn... Yeah, hello?
Dr. Armitage, this is Lem Brown. I was just up beyond the glen, Doctor, looking for cows I lost last night.
Yes, Lem?
Well, Doctor, something's been there. Smells like thunder, and there's prints in the road. Great round prints, big as barrel heads, like a elephant has been along.
Anything else, Lem?
That's all I see. Except bushes and trees pushed back from the road, like a house was drug along.
Oh. Did you hear anything?
Yes. Long toward morning, I heard a sound over toward Whately's place. A kind of ripping or tearing of wood, like a big box was being opened up. Chancy, you heard it too.
Lem, who lives nearest the Whately farm?
Why, that'd be Elmer Fry's place.
Oh, he's on this line too, isn't he? Hang on and I'll ring him.
Yes, Dr. Armitage, this is Central.
I'm trying to get Elmer Fry, Central.
Doctor, he must be out somewheres, and his whole family. I was ringing there an hour ago. Earl Sawyer saw Elmer's cows stampeding in Cold Spring Glen.
Oh, you didn't get him, hmm? All right. But if you hear or see anything more, let me know. I'll be here working all day. Rice! Rice! Oh, wake up. It's loose. It's out of the house. One family gone already. We have to work. Pray God we find that formula in time. A week since it broke loose. A week of terror and panic here in Dunwich Township. Each night it moves about the countryside, leaving the trees crushed in a 30-foot swathe, as though by a moving mountain, leaving its monstrous tracks and a trail of tarry stickiness, leaving crushed and gutted farmhouses and whole herds of cattle drained of blood. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the story to this moment. And tonight is Halloween. Tonight we are here to... Oh, just one moment, please. Dr. Rice, did you hear something?
With the window closed, no.
Well, straight open. I thought so. Listen. The sound from 1,000 bending trees. A sound like the sea moving across a forest. Yes. Yes, it's coming here, of course. All Hallows, it comes to Sentinel Hill. Dr. Rice, I'll try the formula and the powder from the altar stone. I want you to stay here at the microphone and report what you see.
Very well, Dr. Armitage.
Oh, wait a minute before I go. To any scientists who may be listening to me, if I fail, there is a possible alternative formula in Falconer's Mystical Formulae of the Middle Ages on page 24.
I like that they're leaving
Whippoorwills. I better get
instructions
out there. Take over,
on
Dr.
the
Rice.
pages.
Yes. I'll do as well as I can, Armitage. Good luck.
Like, if I failed, somebody else might attempt this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Armitage is climbing to the top of the hill, to the altar stone. I can see him plainly, for the moon is high and the night clear. Down the hill, toward the dark village, I can see the grasses and shrubbery bending down, marking the monster's ascent. It moves quite fast, and I feel the proximity to phases of being utterly forbidden. Now, Dr. Armitage stands now on the altar stone and is holding the powder which, if the books are correct, will make this thing for an instant visible. It is quite close to him now, perhaps 20 yards or less. He lifts his hands, he flings the powder in a wide arc. I can see... Oh, no! No!
Dr. Rice. Come in, Dunnage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your suspense announcer. Due to conditions... Oh, just a moment, please. One moment, please. Dr. Rice, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, for a moment I was overcome when I saw... Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you can hear now the incantation of Dr. Armitage. Listen. The whippoorwills mean death. And Dr. Armitage is walking back here now. So we know that whatever it was, it is gone. It is dead. We can be thankful indeed. You see, I saw Dr. Armitage.
Yes. Did you see it, Dr. Rice?
I saw it large, yes.
What did it look like to you?
It looked
Here.
like something made of squirming ropes, but bigger than a barn and shaped, well, like an egg, and dozens of legs, like barrels that half closed when it stepped, and nothing solid about it, and at least 15 or 20 mouths or trunks opening and closing, but what was it?
Oh, a kind of force. A kind of force that doesn't belong in our part of space. Did you notice the half face on top?
Half face, like a human face.
Yes, very large, but yes, quite human, and quite like Wilbur's, like all the Waitlers.
Then it was...
That's right. It was Wilbur's twin brother. And you saw what 3 weeks' growth had done. And it was the child of Lavinia's who called its father's name on Sentinel Hill, as Wizard Waitley prophesied. You heard it calling, Yog Sotho. Ladies and gentlemen, this night is over. It is All Saints' Day. May heaven bless us all.
The Dunnage Horror, with Ronald Coleman as your star of Suspense. This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
I know I've just increased the length of this goddamn demo video by like 100% by just listening this, but I do believe this is the whole radio drama of Dunwich Horror. Like they've done it the whole story, and to be fair, I have no idea. This doesn't look like it's that they've recorded this. This looks like they took it from an actual radio drama that's like who knows how old. I don't know if that's just if that's legal actually. I will see if YouTube copyright strikes me when this is when I upload this, but this is cool actually. I mean, it's probably in not just fair use, but maybe it's public domain. I don't know how that works with radio dramas, but we actually sat through this whole thing, and it didn't even get an achievement. Like, god damn it! Give a player in the final game. Give a player an achievement who fucking sits through and listens through the whole Dunwich Horror radio drama, because this is the whole drama. Okay, let's continue to play actually the game. These must be Father's notes. They seem to have been written in haste. The lines are clear, although the shapes of the letter leave much to be desired. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay. This makes no sense. Sounds like the ramblings of a madman. Did Father lose his mind completely before he died? Probably. One of the envelopes, someone wrote, "I don't care, Mr. Bear." Sounds like some unfunny joke. Anything else? Green lights, cool. Documents and more documents. Let's see documents. Camilla, you, sir, should unmask. Stranger, indeed. Casilda, indeed. It is time. We have all laid aside disguise but you. Stranger, I wear no mask. Camilla, terrified. Aside. Casilda, no mask? No mask? Seems to be a fragment of the play Father wrote about, which Samuel mentioned in his letter. Maybe I'll go to town to see this masterpiece. Of course, only after I find Samuel. No traces of human life were visible or audible anywhere. No rising smoke, no barking of watchful dogs, no lowing of cattle, no cries of playing children, nothing except for a gloomy graveyard shrouded in an atmosphere of mystery and dread. Nicely written. Gold casket. Locked with key. This key. Okay. Beautiful ship model. Father was always fascinated by nautical themes. There is a small golden key hanging from the anchor. Alright. Golden key for the golden casket. Alright. That was easy. Inside is my father's signature. But how is that possible? I just found an identical signature. Alright, that's creepy. Aquarium. Father's aquarium is a perfect allegory for this house. Decayed, empty, one could almost say nearly dead. It's not supposed to be any hour, that's like half an hour. Vase. Vase brought by father from the excavations. It is surprisingly in good condition. Someone threw a small key attached to a wooden block inside. The opening is too narrow and the neck too long to reach with my hand. I need to find another way. Break it? No, I'm not feel it. That. I don't have any magnets. It's 8:30. Jesus, what? What's wrong with this? Okay, then I need to take the long way. Wait, can I unlock it actually? Oh, please don't bug out. Jeez, for a moment I was afraid the game will bug out. Let's save. Let's. Telephone there. Honest. Lead to the hall. The door was locked from the inside. Thank you for unlocking. I don't need to go around. That's the foyer. I don't need to go there. Was it? Oh yeah, I need to get there. There's the door now. No, it wasn't in the bedroom, but the secret passage, no, it just leads there. Where was the other thing? Was the library or down below? Jesus, for now this is like... I don't know how long the game is, but I've been playing this for a while. Like just going through all of the zones. I need him to run more. There's a cube and everything. Yeah, there's nothing here. We've gotten everything. Wait, moon and starry night. The sky tonight is full of stars. The stars are right. I actually like this. The game is pretty well done. Like, I'm actually enjoying this. I would play this fully. And of course the music is just banger. Oh yeah, there was a hidden... That's it, the fire iron. Oh boy. Yep, that's what I needed. And that's why you need to have the option of like clicking on... not just clicking on everything, but showing what I can interact with. Okay, I think this is gonna be on the scales. It did nothing. Maybe I need to blacken it. This doesn't do anything anymore. Oh, maybe I need his arm with another set of scales. What is it? No, there's nothing, it's just... yeah, I collected everything here. Okay, now that I have that fire thing, I can probably either lower the... I haven't been to the cellar, the basement. I've just poked my nose in it. Okay, we have... This key is not for that. I shouldn't have another key. Am I missing a key? Oh no, I used it to unlock the door. Yeah, door to the study. Okay, let's see if we can lower this. I hope they don't use the Monkey Island logic. I don't need this book anymore. Of like, if you use the item on one thing, you can't use it on another or you're bugged out. Why is there a light that's bugging out? Astronomy books. Among them are strange titles in Arabic and Latin. It looks like a large folio and was recently removed from here. The layer of dust in the empty spot is definitely thicker than on the other books. On a beautiful night, the sky is practically cloudless. That is actually nice. Symbols in the window. Some strange symbols are drawn in chalk. Father must have been bored sitting here for hours looking at the stars. Yeah, right. What telescope? More symbols. Squiggly lines. There are even more of those strange symbols here. Okay, where is he gonna go for the telescope? I wonder what Father was observing before his death. The telescope is missing its eyepiece. It can't be used until I install the missing part. I don't even see it. I don't know if it's bugging out purposefully again or not. Okay, I think it's time we go to the basement and see what creepy shit we'll find there. He used up the poker, so I can't use it. Wait, can I get the umbrella? No. So I can't get whatever is in the vase, whatever key. Okay, let's go here. Basement. The basement is always the creepiest thing, that's why I left it last. Top shelf. The stone sculpture serves as a totem. It has 3 recesses carved into it, probably for some cult objects. The stone sculpture serves as a totem. It has 3 recesses. Okay, bottom shelf. We have 1. And probably just figure seems to be out of place. Okay. Bottom shelf? There's still empty shelves left. So there's a bottom totem, there's 3 resources carved. Okay, so I figured that was the place. I still need more. Ooh, an empty bucket. A dungeon. Why the fuck do we need a bucket? Okay, I can't interact with that, but there is wine rack. There's noticeably less dust here. Someone took a bottle from here quite recently. I think we have that bottle. I think I understand what this puzzle is. I think. Not sure if this is a good idea. I think it needs to be done differently. No, I think I have an idea. So yeah, this is it. Star systems. So Hydium, Inat, which are the places I can place this? Yeah, I can place it there. There's nothing else I can place. I cannot remove any of these. Oh, I can put it there as well. Okay, where else can I put it? I can put it there, tried it. I can put it there, tried it. Tried it down here, I think. I'm gonna try it again. No. I'm quite sure it's gonna be done this way. Tried it there. Oh, there's 2 places. Come on. Okay, put it there. Put it. Okay, this is annoying. This is absolutely fucking annoying. Can put it here. There we go. Not all bottles are on the shelves yet. Yes, that's what I thought. It's following this, so Hydium. I need to find Aldebaran and Inat. Secondary towers. I don't know if I can combine shit. The thing is, I have a key that I don't have a place to use it. And I've been everywhere, and done everything. What does it say here? I need to find a key. I have a key. This doesn't work. Okay, I need to find a statue as well that I can place a signet ring on. Let's see what we can find. What did I miss? There's the hidden room. There's nothing to the right. Let's go into the hidden room. Signet ring. No, I can't interact with any of these. At least he doesn't like comment on anything, just, you know, goes with it. Oh, maybe on Anubis. Yeah, the finger of Anubis. Okay, signet ring, go. Signet ring, go. Open jaws. I found a black goose feather in the open maw. Oh. So now that goes on the scales. Opens up the casket. Oh, and we find another one of those statues. The feather of truth opened the black sarcophagus. I don't need this white feather anymore. Okay, just toss it. There was barely a hint for that, but now that I figured out that I kind of fun. A strange figurine, looks like three intertwined grotesque earthworms in a perverse embrace. Nice design, nice, commentary there. Okay, we need to find a way to get the bucket, and I think I know what the deal with that is. The problem is we don't have any water running. Like, I believe I can just pour water into a bucket and then he didn't get that thing. Tap. I can't fill it with water, just sad. It says that its water cannot be turned on. Toilet? I don't know why would they make this. I mean, just for the sake of like having this. Oh boy, I'm playing this longer than I should. Where are we now? Where did they go? I think this is the study. So the finger. And I mean, I can't put it there. Put it there, but. Oh, the aquarium has water. Or not? Can I open it up somehow? No? Check this out. Small key to a wooden block inside. Open it with the left wall. Reach to him. Yeah, I need to have water. I most definitely need water. So I can pour it inside so the wooden block can float up. That's the logic here. I just need to get water somehow. There are these pipes, but they're not doing anything. And there is nothing else here but to look at the hole in the wall. I don't even know what room they look into. But I can't like bash these pipes to get water. And I'm going here just so I can check this room as well. It's just a nightstand bed, nothing else. Well, let's go down below, I guess. Like, there's nothing upstairs. Oh! What? Locked with key. I didn't see this before. Inside there's some kind of optical element. Terrifying statue. This is new. The terrifying figure depicts the creature with tentacles clad in yellow cloak. Yeah, that's the king in yellow. Okay, telescope. Let's fix it up. Even though I don't see it. Oh, now it's appeared. I wonder what Father was observing before his death. The telescope is pointed at some constellation. Maybe I can find this constellation in some astronomy book. I know exactly what it is. It's this. It's Taurus. I just need 2 different boozes. Quite sure. Yeah, that's it. Can I open this book? Yeah. His wind, that's mountains, something. I'm quite sure this wasn't, both of these things weren't here before. So they triggered after I did something? I'm not losing my mind. There's no way. Okay, let's go to the basement and install these 2 things. Still need to find specific boozes. Still empty shelf left. Yeah, I think it's like this. I think I need to do something else. Can I do this? Let's see if something has changed. Okay, I need to find this right booze. Oh, this looks like it moved, maybe? It has sliding marks on it. Okay, let's see what has changed up here. There's the door that I couldn't open, and there's a door upstairs, so... I couldn't open the closet? No, he just doesn't want to go into the closet, which is fine. Alright, point-and-click games just take all of my time whenever I play them. I like them too much to stop midway. There's no doorknob. Okay, let's go back up, because it changed previously and gave me some new stuff. Drawer, I didn't access the drawer. There's a key in the drawer. Something moved when I picked up the key. Apparently, the drawer has a hidden compartment. I found a lone tarot card. God damn it. I don't know what's interactable and what's not. A magician. Tarot card belonging to the Major Arcana. The figure on the card points to the sky with its right hand, while its left hand is directed towards the chalices of wine on the ground. Medieval alchemists supposedly saw it in the symbol of the principle as above, so below. The mage, the large key. Well, the only thing we didn't... I hate it when something so small is unseen. That's the bane of point-and-click games. You should never do that. Like, that's just not okay. Absolutely not okay. So add an option for me to click and see all the interactables. Because missing stuff like that, it's absolutely not okay. I still cannot... Let's see if there is the keys for this. It is. Okay. What tentacles do we find? Inside there is a bottle of some strange wine. Aldebaran wine, okay. Well, we know where that goes, and I need one more wine to complete this. Probably that's the end of the demo. Who knows how much more of the game there is. Okay, so it's supposed to be going somewhere along these lines, maybe. No, not there. Where could it go? Oh, it goes there. Not all the bottles are on the shelves yet. Yes, but this might trigger something, I guess. I still need... Why would I need the Major Arcana? I know it shows stuff, like it's supposed to be, you know, pointing, but I can't take these. It's Cthulhu and King Elb. I forgot who's in the middle. Okay, I can't combine anything with anything here. There's no way to do that. Any paintings that I need to interact with? He still doesn't want to go there. Let's see if something's changed in the rooms, or I missed something. I need flutes, basically. Oh, maybe from another vase? It's different time here. Okay, I can't interact with this vase. There is nothing here. I can't interact with this vase. So I'm gonna play the piano again. And I cannot interrupt. Thank you, game. Okay. Oh, maybe this. Can I get some booze? Liquor cabinet? No. Actually, yeah, I should probably get something from this. Can I open it? No, it's just left click. Everything is just left click. So it's not like I can, you know, turn this tentacle into something else. Because if I need booze, and I do need the vine, the last one, it's supposed to be, you know, there. Like, I don't even... I'm hunting a key that I don't have a lock to use on. Because I've gotten everything. I don't see any booze here, like a hidden booze thing. I don't see any books like that I haven't clicked on. Yeah, this is pixel hunting to the max. That's so not good. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Bells, letters. I think I clicked on that. Horror, literature, hidden room, modern ancient books, unknown language. Can't go anywhere there. There's nothing. I think I've gotten everything in here as well. Can't really go much. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's just the pharaoh's head, the black sarcophagus. Doesn't mean there's some nothing here, nothing here. We got the fingers, we got the feather, got the scales balanced. Okay, there's nothing in the drawer. We got the Lamassu. We can't interact with anything. Like, I think we've cleared this room. Like, we've gotten whatever we need here. But I'm stumped, you know? Like, I need a bucket. And I need to interact with something that is liquid. Wait. Now, could it be? I think I saw a vase there as well. Now just potted plants in a vase. The problem is there is no water. If there was like water in the bathroom, I could do stuff. And I need water, I need a liquid, I need something. Maybe I should have poured the wine, but I don't think so. Like, I hope they don't have that kind of stupid logic where if you use... Wait, what's with the candles? Sometimes they're lit up, sometimes they're not. Or some are lit. Are they supposed to lead me to rooms? Yeah, the water still cannot be turned on. Maybe magic? So I can't do the sink, can't do the sink, can't do the tap. Can we do this tap? Oh, fucking that's bullshit. Ah, again, the pixel hunting is... Okay, maybe I should turn it off actually, so I don't flood the whole place. Yeah. That's the biggest complaint I have about the game. Everything is good, the puzzles are good, everything is, you know... There's not much moon logic, there's decent enough figuring out puzzles, but the fact that they cannot show everything that's interactable on the screen is awful. Water from the bucket filled the vase. The wooden block with the key floats to the water's surface. Now I can easily take it. Again, that's a key liquor cabinet. Ah, okay. That's where we're gonna find the last bottle that we need. Well, back to the library, I guess. And I do believe these candles are hints to like where you can go and where you can interact with things. I'm not paying much attention to them, but I have a feeling. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. It's Lovecraft anyway. But yeah, I need a button that's gonna show me everything that I can interact with on this game. This pixel hunting bullshit is not good. It's gonna make people abandon the game. There it is. Peanut wine. And we're done with this basically. I just need to figure out which hole I need to plug it in the wine rack, and that's it. And that's also good, like you cannot fail. The items interact with the items that can, and they don't do or say anything with the items that cannot interact. So that's kind of like, even like when I made a mistake and put Cthulhu here instead of down there, it kind of allowed me to take it out and be like, oh yeah, you didn't put it in the right place, put it in the right place. Okay, I think this is where it's supposed to go. No. Wait, what does it say? Oh, it should be all the way to the left, kind of thing. Somewhere around here? Come on. Also, this is majorly annoying to pixel hunt. There we go. Something is happening. Our wall is sliding because it has slide marks. Just like that. More secret rooms. All of the secret rooms. Ooh, cinematic time. Nice. Again, how the fuck did, if we find Solomon, how did he, or Simon, was closed in there? Oh boy. Incredible. On their father's house, there is a gigantic temple, or rather, a throne carved into solid rock. Oh, this isn't the end? Still? Oh, I thought this was gonna be like, here, and, have fun after we get the game. The brother is dead under the cave. In the alcove behind the black throne is a gigantic statue of a terrifying creature. From under the stone cloak covering its face, only writhing tentacles protrude. The atmosphere around the statue is so thick that the air seems to ripple. I can't shake the feeling that the hooded eyes are watching my every move. Can I just leave? Nope. Okay, I gotta click and reveal the dead brother. So yeah, how the fuck did he get himself locked in and reset the whole house with all the keys? So we need to do all these things. So, whatever. Simon is the other one. Oh, yeah. On the black throne lies a large sheet of yellow material. It looks like a hastily discarded royal cloak. Looks like something is covered by it. And there's blood. Ah! Between my other me. Samuel, yeah, Samuel. He's dressed up the same. Jesus fuck. 12 years, they didn't change the mustache, they didn't change the hair, they didn't change nothing. I think this is like the story of like, that's actually him, but dead or something. He's the same person or something like that. Oh no, it's Samuel, he's dead. The lifeless body of my brother lies abandoned on the throne. Blood still oozes from his slashed throat. Was it suicide? Or was it murder? And if so, why? Or who did it? There's only one way to find out. No one but the murderer knows that Samuel is dead. So, if it was someone from here, they will be the only one surprised to see him again. For a while, I will assume Samuel's identity. Find out who is responsible for his death. We are identical, after all. No one will notice. Yeah. And this is the end of the demo. Yeah. Have you seen the yellow sign? Thanks for playing the first chapter of the Yellow Sign adventure game. If you want to experience the adventure in the native world from the stories of H.P. Lovecraft and R. Chambers, add the Yellow Sign to wishlist. And finally, one more question remains. Have you seen the yellow sign? Yeah, I'm definitely adding this to my wishlist. This is cool. And I actually would suggest for these developers if if this game sells and if they have the money and all that. Do the other works. I don't know if you need again. I don't know if you need to buy a license for these titles. I mean, they're being the motifs and everything is being used in so many games that I don't know if this is public domain at this point or not. But if it is, and the other ones are, yeah, sure, do them like point-and-click adventure games because this is cool. And do a little bit of upgrading over the years if you do that. Like add some voice acting, add the music is cool, the design is nice, the puzzles are okay. The biggest thing I need, I know this is at the end of the video, this has been a long video and we just listened to a radio show, but you need to watch this and listen to this. Add a button so I can click it and it will show me all the interactables on the screen. That is a must. Like, come on, people, don't be I've had this in Runaway, the Adventure Road game. They didn't have that option. Like, they didn't. They added it later, and I had to pixel hunt for a bunch of shit that I needed to interact with that would progress the game, and I got stuck. So please, for the love of balls, don't do that. Add the button. And if there is already, add something in the settings where it's like general controls or something like that, because everything is done with the left click. That's okay, but maybe right click show interactions. Don't miss out on that. It's a simple mechanic. I know you can do it. Add it because it's gonna save a lot of people a lot of time and they will actually enjoy the game. I have a tolerance for that because I played Runaway and a bunch of other adventure games, but if you wanna show you wanna show off Lovecraftian King in Yellow story in a different light and maybe get people interested in that, which is cool. This is very well designed and very nice pixel art, but don't lose players on frustration of them not finding things. Like the drawers on the cabinets, they're barely visible. The only reason I found them is because I tracked my mouse everywhere and saw them. So stuff like that, tiny interactables like that, they don't need to glow. Just give an option for a player to click a button and reveal that if they do not want to spend time pixel hunting, because maybe some players and adventure game enthusiasts want to do the pixel hunting and they enjoy that, but some people who don't have the time to do that and don't want to get frustrated by checking different rooms tons and tons of times will want to have that help. And it actually helps you for, like, there's so many different like bookcases and different things that the guy is saying about the books. Most people will maybe click on one shelf and then continue on because they think it's just covering the whole bookcase, not check the whole bookcase for different shelves. So they will miss the things that you did, the things that you wrote. Like just add that. Add the option to click and reveal every interactable on the screen. That's the only negative I actually have for this game. There's not that much moon logic. Puzzles are fine. There are things you can obviously figure out. Secret passage, just crank the candle back in place. And even the puzzle with levers with the image, it's very well placed. Like, there is the lever puzzle, there is the hint for a solution, and technically basically a solution. You just need to position the levers that way. That's good. You don't need to run around for different hints, but just add the option for to reveal all interactables on the screen, because I know what you want to do. There's a lot of things you can interact. There's a lot of small things. You don't want to, change the opacity or give them like a shine to break immersion and all that. This isn't immersion breaking. This is helpful. Like, you don't even have a hint system in the game, and I'm fine without the hint system. Some people would ask for a hint system, and that's all right. And you should have that. Maybe in the form of the Necronomicon. That would be pretty cool. Not just those squiggly lines and all that, which is pointless at this point. Maybe for later puzzle, but like use the Necronomicon as a MacGuffin for hints. That would be kind of cool. And have an option for like press a button, reveal interactables. That's the only thing I have. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around this long. This has been a long, but we enjoyed radio drama, which you don't have a chance to actually enjoy much in current day and time. And it was very well developed, produced. Yeah, produced. English, I can speak it. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Do the like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support. You can check out this madness live on Twitch at By Pen and Paper, or YouTube with many other demos and many other games that I play. It is on YouTube at By Pen and Paper. Till next time, as always, do remember, it's the stories that we play. See ya.